Hello, peace everyone. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Karma, and today I'll be guiding you through a very short 10-minute yoga practice for you to do as soon as you wake up in the morning. If you are waking up to this, you probably have been in the same position sleeping in your bed for about 6 to 8 hours, so it is only natural that your body is craving some movement and maybe you feel a little bit stiff. So we're just going to open up our body, get that energy flowing inside of us before we start the rest of our day. So you can meet me standing on your mat in a wide-legged stance, and we'll get started with our practice. We are going to start in a wide-legged stance, so setting the tone for our day very early, taking up space not only on our mat, but in our personal life as well. So you can plant your hands onto your hips and just shift your weight back and forth from your right leg to your left. Rooting down your energy through each leg as you bend them. Good, and reaching up with your arms with an inhale, turning your feet out, exhale as you lower down into goddess pose with your hands right in front of your heart center. You can continue shifting from right to left. Good, and we're going to inhale as we raise our arms up, turning our feet back forward, exhale, folding forward over those legs. Good, wide-legged forward fold. You can keep your legs bent here as much as you need to. Planting your hands on the ground and bending your legs generously, placing your hands onto your hips once again and rolling up your spine one vertebrae at a time back to a wide-legged stance. Once we get here, reaching our arms out and up into the heavens, turning our feet out and exhaling, lowering down into goddess pose. Shifting right to left, continuing to ground your energy through your legs. And turning your feet forward, reaching up into the heavens, inhale. And exhale, folding forward, wide-legged forward fold. Remembering you are always welcome to keep your legs bent, no matter what, throughout the entirety of this practice. We're going to use our hands as they ground into the earth, walking our body over our right leg. So coming into pyramid pose and pushing our left hip forward as we pull our right hip back, squaring out our hips towards the top of our mat. And you can lower down into a high lunge, keeping your hands planted onto the earth. And lowering down that left knee, coming into low crescent lunge. You have the choice to keep your hands planted on the earth, or you can raise them up overhead. If they're up overhead, go ahead and take a deep inhale as we back bend. And exhale, planting your hands back down onto the earth. Tucking those left toes underneath you and shifting back into a high plank. Taking one deep breath here, inhale. And exhale as you shift your hips back, grounding your feet into the earth, coming into downward facing dog. Remember, you can keep your legs bent here. And using the pressure of our hands into the earth, we're going to walk that left leg forward, coming into pyramid pose on the left side. Pushing our right hip forward, left hip back, squaring out those hips. Your gaze can be beyond that left foot. And lowering down, coming into high lunge. using your hands on either side of that left foot as a support system. Lowering down onto that right knee, coming into low crescent lunge. If you did so on the other side, go ahead and lift your arms up overhead and taking a deep inhale as we back bend. And exhale, placing your hands back down onto the earth, tucking those right toes underneath you and shifting your left foot back to meet it in high plank. Building fire in your core and your arms. Taking an inhale, and exhale, shift your hips back into downward facing dog. After rooting our heels here, we're going to lower down onto our knees and walk our hands forward, melting our heart into the earth beneath us, coming into puppy pose. Laying your forehead down onto the mat. And imagine your heart, your forehead, and your arms melting into the earth. Rolling down your spine, coming down onto your belly, laying your forehead onto the mat. We're going to place our hands right in front of us and using that pressure to lift our torso up, coming into a cobra. You can go as high or as low as your body is asking of you today. Wherever you are, taking a deep inhale and exhale, lower back down onto your forehead. Good. Placing our hands on the outer sides of our mat, still in front of us, we're going to lift up into Cobra once again. Taking a deep inhale wherever you are, maybe lifting up a bit more, and exhale, lower back down onto your forehead. Good. We're going to shift ourselves back into a child's pose. Once we get here, not staying here for too long, we're going to tuck our toes underneath us and go ahead and roll up your spine so that you're sitting on your knees. Once we get here, we're going to grasp our hands behind us and pull our arms down back behind us into the earth, lifting up that throat chakra as it shines up towards the heavens. Inhale as we pull our arms down even further, and exhale, releasing that grasp, meeting me in a tabletop position. Once we get here, tucking our toes underneath us and shifting our hips back up into downward facing dog. And walking our hands to our feet, coming into a forward fold. You can bend your legs generously and roll up your spine one vertebrae at a time until we're standing in mountain pose. Bringing our hands into prayer, reaching up into the heavens as we grab our left wrist with our right hand and coming into a standing side stretch. Continuing to root your feet into the earth here, almost like a tree. And reaching back up into the heavens, grabbing our right wrist with our left hand, stretching over to the left side now, getting a deep stretch on that right side body. Reaching up into the heavens as we inhale, standing back bend. And exhale, coming back into mountain pose. You can go ahead and release your arms, palms facing forward. And you can feel free to lower your gaze here until your eyes close naturally. And as I recite these affirmations, I ask that you repeat them out loud or in your mind, reaffirming these words and absorbing them for the truth that they are. I am powerful. I am worthy. I am capable. Taking a deep inhale, filling up your lungs, chest, belly. And exhale, releasing all the air out of your mouth. Go ahead and flutter your eyes back open, returning to your space. Starting your day strong, powerful, and abundant with energy. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I hope that this practice served you well. Blessings. Have a beautiful day.